Yeah. So what's up, YouTube? My boy Cam. We've been talking about we're gonna do this thing called Versus, where we take great fighters from past, present, whether it's in video games or actual real reality, and we're gonna put them up against each other and see, who's better, who will win, and why. But the funny thing happened. I was in the movies the other day, and I was watching Expendables, right? And this one dude was like, "Man, they should have put Bruce Lee in this movie." And he said behind me, I'm like, "Dude, Bruce Lee's dead. Like, what are you talking about?" I just thought that was stupid. And he was like, "Yeah, but Chuck Norris isn't dead." I'm like, "Yeah, I know. But if Chuck Norris is in the movie, the screen would have exploded." But anyway, so it made me think of, Cam did the Bruce Lee versus Brock Lesnar thing, and I was thinking like, dang, who's the closest guy to Bruce Lee right now? Nobody, of course. Then I think about in video games. And it's like a large debate on who's the best Bruce Lee clone. And I think the most prominent Bruce Lee clone right now, or two prominent ones, are Tekken's Law, or Martial Law, and Street Fighter's Fei Long. So it brings up the question, who would win out of Fei Long and Martial Law? Now, I like to look at it like this. Both fighters are clones of Bruce Lee. In their original versions, when they first came out, they had moves nothing like Bruce Lee. Like, Law had a flip kick. Bruce Lee didn't really do a flip kick like that. He did one in Enter the Dragon, but, I mean, it wasn't along the same parameters as Martial Law's. Then Fei Long with the flaming kick, which is, I mean, it's a tight move, but it's not like Bruce Lee. So, let's weigh the options. Law's, to me, is a extra out Bruce Lee. Like, he's really bouncy. He screams like a little girl all the time. I mean, he takes a lot of damage. He's a good player. You know what I'm saying? If I knew how to use him in Tekken, if I played Tekken, I would use him. But then again, you have Fei Long. Fei Long has it's called the Rekka Ken, where he throws like, I guess, 3 fast punches, one at a time. And that's pretty cool. Then that flaming kick, which takes the dummy load of energy. And now in the new Street Fighter 4, he has a dragon kick and he has a 1-inch punch. He gets major points for those two because those are moves that Bruce Lee actually used. Law has been updated a little bit. He has the he clenches your head in the headlock and kicks you from the back like Bruce Lee. He has a dragon kick as well. He has a punch where he charges up and he hits you. Not quite like the 1-inch punch, but I mean it's still like a standard Bruce Lee punch, the straight forward fist. You getting this straight fist like that? I respect that. That's cool. So to bring this towards the end, we got to go on appearance. Fei Long looks way more like Bruce Lee than Martial Law. I mean, Martial Law has a beard or a goatee or whatever, and he's always works at a restaurant, which is kind of paying homage to when Bruce Lee was working in a restaurant in Return of the Dragon. But I mean, I can't really give it to Martial Law. I can't do it. But so this is the end right here. Who would win out of those two? The answer is Jan Lee from Dead or Alive. He is the greatest Bruce Lee clone ever. And he doesn't even look like Bruce Lee. He has like a flat top, Chinese flat top, but he mimics Bruce Lee in every way. His fighting stance, his mannerisms, the way he throws his punches, his quickness, his speed, his power, and he's just a beast. Have you seen him in Dead or Alive? Dead or Alive is a game that's, I feel as though, is a very embarrassing game if you get beat because you're getting smacked around. I played Jan Lee one time. Me and my friends, we were playing. We had the game on the hardest difficulty. He was like, "Oh, who's going to be the first person to beat the game on hard?" I played the game. We started at 8 o'clock. We got to Jan Lee. We were using Ryu Hayabusa. We got to Jan Lee. We didn't beat Jan Lee until 2 o'clock in the morning. That's how good he was. He was countering us, giving us back fists, dragon kicks. One time we had him beat. He had 0 energy, and I went in for the kill. He dragon kicked me like through the screen. I was so angry, and I couldn't be mad because all of his wins were so stylish, so Bruce Lee-esque. I could only admire him. And my friend's dad was watching the whole time. He's like, "This is a goddamn shame. Y'all paid this much money to get y'all ass whooped like this." I mean, it was just amazing. So, in this discussion, I'm giving it to Jan Lee. He's the best Bruce Lee clone, even though he doesn't even look like Bruce Lee. He has all the mannerisms down, all the strikes, all the moves, all the kicks. Even the little Bruce Lee, I guess, scream thing. He has that down. So until next time, this is David Gite, Cambocombo's homeboy, and we're going to bring you more versus action coming up. Peace.